a second. Yeah. All right, guys. So let me get my light kind of on here. The lighting sucks in here. There we go. That's better. No, it's actually not. All right, what are we doing today? We are taking a look at testing out the worst Nerf blaster ever, apparently, or so I've heard. We don't know that yet because we haven't tested it out yet. However, let's go over a brief little history while I wait for other people to join the stream. So if you're watching this afterwards, I go over the brief history, and if you're waiting for people to join the stream. So back when this released, oh hey Double Punch, back when this released, this was considered one of the worst Nerf blasters for one particular reason, and that was because it sucked. This blaster originally released for $50 with a camera, and that's what made it so expensive. But it wasn't just that. First off, the camera wasn't that great. It wasn't terrible, but not that great. Nonetheless, 360p, not too great. 3 people, awesome. But yeah, when this released, it was not that great at all. And a big problem was the performance. This thing had terrible performance for a blaster. It also was very inconsistent. Sometimes it wouldn't even fire, skip rounds. It would shoot like maybe 20 feet, sometimes even worse. It was just trash. Even when I believe Coop reviewed it, he got really mad because honestly, it 100% sucks when it first released. And howdy. And I mean, I like the concept of it. 10 rounds is not terrible. I mean, it's not practical, but not terrible. It's comfortable and stuff like that. But it wasn't that good. Later on, they released the Battle Camo version, which ended up being a lot better for sure. And it was more consistent. It was only like $30 or $20, and it was just a decent blaster. Now, here is something interesting. There might be a reason why it sucks. And I've always wanted to review this blaster. And the other day, I go, 9 people in the stream? Are you kidding me? Holy cow, that's the most I've ever had at once. Oh my gosh. So, back when this released, it sucked. It was terrible. And to this day, it still sucks from what I've seen. There was a few ones that worked, but 90% of them absolutely sucked. And when the Battle Camo version came out, it was better. Here's the interesting thing, though. They re-released the modulus one on Amazon without the camera, and it wasn't like they released it without the camera, and it was only like $20, which was good. But here's the crazy thing: it may not be the blaster's fault that it's bad. No, it actually might be a different reason. And my friend Copper Al, a YouTube friend, has confirmed that, or at least in his experience, it was actually the mag or clip that was the problem. And here's why. When the modulus one released, the clip had some problems or issues with aligning. And that's what caused the inconsistencies. 13 people. Oh my gosh, this is the best stream I've had. No, like I know Double Punch just said it, but I have 13. It's crazy. So when this released, the mag is actually the issue. So, according to Copper Al, so we're going to test this out. Was the mag the issue? Also, this could end up being a good one, but nonetheless, whatever this turns out to be, whether it works or not, it was still a pretty bad blaster because, hey Days Old, how's it going? I am doing great. But regardless of whether this works or not, this is still a really bad blaster for one reason. And that's because it was bad in the beginning. Even if this issue's fixed, it's still pretty bad. Hello, Car. I don't believe I've seen you before. Could be wrong. The lock and load, I don't know. Nowadays, if you can get a good one, this is way better than lock and load. But, I mean, at least it works. At least the lock and load works. When this originally released, it did not work. 19 people! What the heck? Oh my gosh, this is the best stream I've ever had. Whoa. Okay, so when this released, it did not work well at all. And later on, it did. So regardless of whether this works or not, it was still one of the worst blasters because of what happened. You can't really change what happened. Even if they did fix it, it was still so bad, and it took them forever to fix it, and they never fixed the original cam version they only did fix the re-release without the cam. So let's see how well this works. Let me see if I can show you guys. There we go. You get a view of my Nerf studio in all of its glory. Let's fire this. All right, 23. Okay, so obviously this works, and I think that confirms the theory that the mag was the problem, since this is actually a battle camo mag, or this could end up being I got this from the thrift store, so this could have been the re-release that they released on Amazon for like $20. So that apparently was fixed from what I've heard. So obviously this works consistency-wise, but we don't really have a performance, and it's kind of dark out and it's like raining or whatever, so I can't really get an accurate performance estimate. But the closest I can get is using my Nerf chronograph and get average or an estimate, an idea, even though it's not too accurate of a test. We can get a good idea. Almost 30 people. What the heck? This is the best stream I think I've had ever. All right. Goodness gracious, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Whoever's watching, thank you so much. What's my favorite modulus blaster? Oh, it's hard. 3 contenders. There's the Mediator, which is a really good Springer, one of the best Springers I think you can get. That's side mag. It's really compact. It works well. It's good for all kinds of stuff. Plus, it went with a lot of great attachments. The second one I would have to go with would be the Evader. The Evader is basically the Strife but clear. So, it's painted clear, which is amazing. The other option would be the Regulator, which is also amazing for the obvious reasons. Sorry guys, it's going over a little cold here, so you know how it is. And my hair sucks, of course. But, hey Wookie, what's up? I am testing out the Modulus what is this called? Battle Scout, which is apparently one of the worst blasters, but I think I figured out why it's the worst. All right, let's test it again with the chronograph and get a rough estimate. Line it up. $28 people. This is the best stream I think I've ever had. All right. 50, which is pretty good. 45, not great. 47, 50, 43, 47, 46, 44, that's really bad. 48, 44 again. So, again, I can't really say exactly because this isn't that great of a way to get the stream to 10 likes. That would be awesome. Sorry, guys. It's 1 like right now, but yeah, guys, feel free to bring it to 10 likes. This is the best stream I think I've ever had because we have 20 people here, which is better than a lot of other, streams. Oh man, don't hate yourself. No matter what's going on, don't hate yourself. That's even as bad as it could be. Don't hate yourself. No reason to. It'll get better. So, yeah. Obviously, I can't say much. The performance, though, seems pretty in-strike level, but not as bad as the original Battle Scout, which I believe got like in the 30s and got to 40s, but this seems to stick closer to the 50s, which is okay. But yeah. Oh crap. I died. But yeah. So a lot of good things to note here in this stream is, first off, the blaster itself is still one of the worst because of when it released and what it's actually how it's impacted the hobby. When it first released, it was a trash blaster, and you can't really come back from that. Even though they fixed it, which is nice, it took them years to fix it, and it wasn't even that great. My phone's gonna fall. I know it. So even though it seems that it has been redeemed, and it probably was just the mag, like Hopper Al said, that's doesn't change that this blaster, what it did and how bad it was, and kind of a disappointment. Now the Battle Camo one is great, but the modulus one, even the re-released one, as though nice it is that they fixed it seemingly with the new mag, it's still not worth. It's still not worth it. It's still not a good blaster, and even though it's fixed, it's okay. But what they Nerf did was kind of just inexcusable. So is it one of the worst Nerf blasters? Well, I'll say this. The Battle Camo one's not, but the modulus one is, even though they kind of fixed it in the later release where it was without the can. But the can version of this Battle Scout is definitely one of the worst, and I will be including it on the list. Also, yeah, that's a project that I will reveal more of later. It's not complete yet, but it's there. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. A little bit short. One of the best streams. What the heck? It's down to 4 now, but it got up to 29 views. That is amazing, guys. Thank you so much for really elevating the stream. I mean, like, that was probably one of the best turnouts I've ever had, so yeah. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Wanted to be a short video, short stream, because I don't have a lot of time. But yeah. Bye-bye. What if Nerf... Hold on a second. What if Nerf rebooted Modulus? I've talked about this. They've sort of brought back Zombie Strike with the Zombie series. And... and they could bring it back in a different... like, the Zombie series is Zombie Strike 2.0, practically. And they had the Strikeout and the Driller. And another one coming out, which is unnamed. So, could Nerf bring Modulus back? Maybe. Maybe that's what this new N-Series is. Who knows? But yeah. Alright guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. This is just a little bit of a stream. Uploads will go back to regular scheduling because I was taking a break mostly this month. So yeah. Alright guys, bye-bye.